How are you doing, guys? Greetings, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today, I wanted to do a review on this guy. This is Zangief or Zangief, depending on how you pronounce it, from Ultra Street Fighter 2 or from Street Fighter in general. This is the Storm Collectibles figure. I've had this probably for about a month. Just haven't had a chance to really break it out of the box and play with it. But I've been wanting this figure just for a while, just because of its sheer size, and also being an old school fan of Street Fighter in general, and also a fan of wrestling as a whole. So I figure, why not? Let me throw up this figure up there, review for anyone that may be interested. So there you go. There's Zangief. Here is the box. This is nice artwork from Ultra Street Fighter 2, if I recall correctly. Here's the actual back with all the product pictures and all the different accessories and poses you can put them in, which is one of the reasons why I like Storm Collectible figures, is how poseable they are, but then also how cool looking and bulky, especially their bigger characters are. So this is definitely looking forward to ripping this one up. But let me open it up and then we'll go back to it. Okay, so now we have Zangief out of the box. First thing you get is this cool background, which is obviously based on his Street Fighter 2 background there. So it's really cool. This is pretty much, if you've played Street Fighter 2, you've seen this background a million times. But it's really cool they included this, and it's a nice size. I think this would fit really well in like a detail case from IKEA, if that's where you display them. It's really nice. What's cool is they also included a background in the back, which is pretty much the effect you get after you finish someone off with a super, if I remember correctly. But that's really cool that they include this stuff for folks that, if you want to take photographs. I think it'll make a really cool background. You also get instructions with this guy, I'm assuming because he's so huge. But they show you how to take the head off, replace it, the hands, and then also the different effects that come with it. Really cool. And I guess just real quick, we'll go over with all the different hands and things that you do get. You get a pair of hands like this. This is one pair that you get. It looks like he's about to choke someone, grab someone. You also you get two pairs of almost very similar looking hands, so that's a thing. You also get these flat square hands, maybe when he's about to chop someone, give him one of those good old wrestling chops. Obviously his pointing hands, what he points out after he wins, or if you want him to point at someone, you can do those. And these you can easily just pull out of the figure and replace them, so it's not a huge thing. He also comes, you'll see on the figure, he comes with hands and a fist. I took one of them out just to show you guys. Really cool, some really nice detail. I don't know if the camera can capture it, but it is painted really well. I guess the only thing is the fingernails are all the same color as the rest of the skin, but I guess I don't mind that too much. But there is some subtle paint detail, some shadow detail, not too crazy, that you could see on these hands, which makes them look okay. As far as heads, you do get these three heads. So he came with this one where he's just kind of there looking all upset. We've got this one where he is this is pretty much his losing portrait. I believe all these Street Fighter 2 figures come with this portrait of when they lose, right? He's all beat up, he's all bloody. Here, some nice detail on the mohawk. But the faces are really well done. And then he's got this one where he looks like he is about to get really mad at whoever, and I feel bad for them. The beard is done really well. And again, these you just pull out and push back into the body. So we'll put that aside. You also get some effects. And first you get these glowing hands, these green glowing hands, which I believe this was a move that was introduced in Super Street Fighter 2 or Ultra Street Fighter 2. I know this was not in the regular Street Fighter 2, but he had a move where he could turn around to use this to block fireballs. And that's what these hands are kind of for. You could also, I think, hit your enemy if they were close enough with them. But they look like Hulk hands, Jolly Rancher color. They're really well done. They're kind of green see-through. And you also get the effects to go along with them, right? That was to make it look like it's part of the game. You get an effect where you can pop the hand in there. They should be able to hold it, and it looks something like that. This one too, my assumption is you can also use this maybe as a something to show motion, but it's really cool that they include all these things, you know, for photography, or if you're gonna post your guys fighting. It's gonna be really cool. This is my first Street Fighter 2 figure. I didn't get all the other ones because they're always Ryu or Ken. I always wanted something like a wrestler, which is really interesting to me anyway. And here is the main guy. This thing is an absolute unit. It's awesome. It's very imposing. It's got great size. As you guys can see there, I switched off his head. He normally comes in the box with this head. I switched it off for that upset one. And that's such an awesome look for this guy. And as I said, he normally comes in with these hands that are already in a fist. I switched it out for this one where it looks like he's like about to reach and grab you through the camera. But this guy is so well done. A lot of the detailing, the chest hair looks like a bear, matches up really well with the beard and the mohawk. The scars, right? I believe this guy used to fight bears or something to that effect, unless I made that up somewhere. But it's all over the body, and again, it's done really, really well. It's all over the legs as well. And here's some more leg hair. Calf? No. Leg hair anyway. The material here for the bands is red and yellow. Is soft plastic, and that allows for you to move the hands a little more freer. So same thing here. His wrestling trunks here are soft. This is all soft rubber, and again, that's probably to allow him for you to post his his legs in different positions, etc. The other soft plastic part is up here. This is all soft plastic that's covering the joints and the additional parts, but it doesn't look bad at all. This is all soft plastics, and this is what allows the postability, right? A lot of all of the Storm Collectible figures that I've gotten in the past have had this soft plastic somewhere in there. The boots here are all hard plastic, which is really cool. They're really well done. I did have some red bleed here on the bottom, but again, I don't mind it because he's gonna be standing, right, most of the time. Yeah, but I this thing it feels so good in hand. It feels like one of those old school toys that you used to get back in the day, and you could throw around and the thing would last for a long time. It could potentially also hurt people if you throw it at them. It reminds me of that. As far as articulation, this guy's got articulations to the gill, which is awesome because that's what I got him for. You can turn his head pretty much fully around. Just got to move his beard out of the way. He could look up, he could look down. The arms, I mean, you can raise them up this high. You can fully turn them around, moves up and down. There is also, I believe, a joint here to move the whole arm up and down. There's a joint here by the shoulder to the bicep here that you can move slightly. The really cool here on the arm, obviously 90 degrees. You can turn the hands fully around. They can move slightly, not too much. This guy you could turn, and he's a little loud because I just literally took him out of the box, but you could turn him fully around, no issues. And that's what the rubber trunks allow, right? The legs, the only concerning thing with the legs is obviously you could do a full, I guess you could try and move this up, but mine will only go up this much, and I think it's because the rubber here is catching up. I don't know if you could see it with the legs, so that kind of gets in the way, and I don't want to mess with the trunks too much because this is rubber. I'm afraid maybe it'll catch and start like ripping and deteriorating, and I don't want to do that. But you can at least get it up, get the leg up that much, which I think is sufficient for somebody like Zangief. The legs, here's some knee, does go all the way out. The feet here, you can move this. There is some ankle rocker movement, and there's also some toe articulation. You guys could see it there. Yeah, but you can You are free to post this guy however you want him. He looks really cool. You know, he's very imposing. Again, I love the size of this guy. I do have other Storm collectible figures that I'll put up for comparison, but this is my first one that is this size and with this you know, of this big heft. And but he does leave a good impression. I would definitely say if you can get your hands on this one, if you're a fan of Zangief or Street Fighter 2, definitely a nice figure to get. And then we'll just sort of move on to the comparisons, and we'll sort of wrap up the video from there. So to wrap up the video here, I figure we do some quick comparisons with some of the figures I have here, and I'll start off with some random ones that have nothing to do with this line of figures. I had Megatron laying around there. This is a deluxe figure, I believe, but for whatever reason, if you want to see the size difference there, this guy's much bigger and bulkier. Really cool stuff. Next, here he is next to a Ninja Turtle, Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles. I had this laying around the desk as a display piece, but there you go. Obviously not in the same scale or in the same universe or line, but in case you were interested, here he is next to Mega Man. Bandai Mega Man. I got this years ago. I can't even remember the name of it. But if you maybe wanted to do Capcom versus Street Fighter, there you go. I think that scale works, so I'm not too concerned there. And then next to other Storm collectible figures, here he is next to Cody from Streets of Rage 4. And wow, you guys could see the difference there, right? Like, you could put them together like they're about to fight each other. And I really think, you know, Cody needs to think twice about taking on Zangief there. But you could see the absolute size difference there with these two guys. Let's throw up Iori. This is the Orochi Iori from King of Fighters 97. This is also Storm Collectibles. But I have him in this A pose, I guess you could say, because he's always going crazy. But again, you know, this guy's massive, just to show you. And then the last one would be here. He is next to Homaru from Samurai Showdown. This is also Storm Collectibles, so you guys could see the size difference there. But again, this guy is an absolute monster. I think for about $100, I believe I paid for this at Big Bad Toy Store. I think if you're a fan of Street Fighter, a fan of action figures, a fan of Storm Collectibles, this is definitely, I think, a good get for your collection. Very postable. You could definitely put them in different situations and different things if you wanted to. I don't know, maybe you want to put him stepping on Galvatron. Let's see if we could do this here. I don't think that's quite going to work, but you get the idea. There you go. You know, maybe the Transformer shrunk down to human size, and well, he picked a fight with the wrong guy. But there you go. Yeah, you know, if that's your thing, maybe you'll do a Transformer Street Fighter crossover. But this guy is definitely a good figure to get. Definitely would recommend him. As I said, 100. I think I paid 104, 105 at Big Bad Toy Store. I believe he's still available, so I would definitely recommend this guy. Go out and get him. He's definitely worth it. I'm looking forward for my King from Tekken 7, Big Bad Toy Store. Where's my King? Please ship that out as soon as possible. I also do have a couple of other Mortal Kombat figures that just came in, so I may do videos on those. Otherwise, you know, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I know you have a million other things that you could be doing, but you're here. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Be nice to each other. And I'll see you later.